You know what? It has been an insane week. It has been an insane week. And now, welcome to Simp Warfare. The show where we take stupid, dumb arguments from Twitter or other parts of the internet, depending on your submissions, and we just talk about the tea. And honestly, nobody needed to link me any tea. All the tea was just there, ripe for the taking. With Mohammed Hijab, with, you know, my clapback from Friday. We have expelled Beetlejuice. This is what happens when you expel Beetlejuice. It's just been a crazy fucking week. There is talk of golden showers. There is talk of BDSM. There is all kinds of talk. High key. I think that We Ain't Muslim No More by those two black girls who left Islam is a bop. Like, I'm here for it. I think the biggest elephant in the room is apostate prophet's beef with Mohammed Hijab and Mohammed Hijab's beef with apostate prophet. Now, they were meant to agree on a debate because Mohammed Hijab talks a lot of shit. Like, he chats a lot of shit about his intellect when... let's get something out of the way. He's not intelligent. But he likes to talk about his intelligence, and he's extremely, by all of the, like, showboating, it's very, very obvious that he's insecure about his intelligence. Insecure about a number of things, but we'll get to that. But for now, he's insecure about his intelligence. So, Mohammed Hijab has been chatting a lot of shit. Mohammed Hijab and his crew. Mohammed Hijab and Ali Dawah and them lot, like from the Salam Corps, right? They have been chatting shit for probably years now about how apostate prophet wasn't even like a real Muslim before he left Islam because he can't state the articles of faith or whatever the hell, right? Or the pillars of faith. I don't know. I don't live inside these people's heads. Mohammed Hijab finally got his wish when apostate prophet came out and said, let's have an online debate. Let's have an online discussion. And this bitch actually set one of the rules for the debate. Like, when you set rules for a debate, you like set up a moderator, you set up what channel it's going to be, the location, the topic of debate. Like, those are the things you set. But one of Mohammed Hijab's conditions for the debate was to allow personal attacks. Like, what is the point of having a debate if you're going to just turn it into a fucking bitch fight? Like, you might as well just set up a Logan Paul KSI situation where you just book out a boxing ring and you just go fucking ham. You could raise probably a lot of money that way and support a non-biased, like non-Islamic, non-religious charity to help some people. I'm still down to do that. I'm still down to do that if someone else organizes it. Get the Onion, get Beetlejuice. I'm ready to fight, okay? Like, in a very consensual sense, not in we're gonna report you to the police because you're threatening violence kind of sense, okay? Like, I'm extremely primal, but I'm not insane. Like, those of you who are taking that out of context, like, really need to get a grip. But if you're gonna hold a debate where you're allowed to fling shit at each other, like, what is even the point of having a discussion? Because as far as I'm aware, like, don't get me wrong, I'm more than happy to watch people roast the shit out of each other. And, like, the cleverer the roast, the more I will enjoy it. But if we're talking about a debate about an intelligent subject, like the truth of Islam, I think that's the general gist of the topic that they agreed on, which I think is too broad to have a debate on. But, you know, to each their own, it's not my debate. Like, what is the point if you're just going to be flinging shit at each other? Like, does that not convey to everyone and their fucking mother that you are insecure about your positions, and instead of actually defending your positions, you're instead going to resort to personal attacks because you are that insecure about your positions? And someone had pointed out to me that, oh, Faye, it's not showing insecurity, it's showing immaturity. And I just want to say that those two things are not mutually exclusive. If anything, they're linked. It is both immature to demand that apostate prophet allows personal attacks against his person, especially as someone who, you know, suffers with mental health issues and has anxiety attacks. But also suggests that, you know, that is also immature. It is both insecure within yourself that you cannot defend your position without resorting to personal attacks, and then also immature by the fact that you cannot recognize that that makes your argument more, you know, it damages your argument, it damages your movement. And I made a couple of tweets, like I was shitposting over the last week about Mohammed Hijab, and I just want to say, like, fundamentalist Faye, even though she has mostly been cleansed from this body and this mind, she still has like a little seat in the back of my brain, because I was her for about between like 6 and 9 years, you know, like I had a very keen interest in Islam, and I have that voice in my brain that just like jumps anytime like something Islamic is on screen or is presented to me. And she has shit to say. Like I did not like the Salam Corps, like the Dawah team at Speaker's Corner, even when I was like a practicing Salafi Muslim. And one of the reasons I did not like them is because they have no adab, no akhlaq, no haya, nothing. They have no, you know, mannerisms for the way, like, I know that I'm an ex-Muslim, like I get that, but also like someone who proselytized and someone who taught Quran and like someone who actively, you know, wanted to spread Islam before, like they make a true mockery of like the art of preaching, like of the art of giving da'wah, you know, like they make a true pure mockery of it, because I found them so incessantly arrogant. Like even when I was a Muslim, like I found them so arrogant. I found their tone and the way that they present their arguments so like grating, and it makes a mockery of like actual scholars who like put some, you know, I'm not going to name them because they're kind of extreme, but like they put some passion into their words, and you can tell that they actually believe it. These people, Mohammed Hijab, Ali Dawah, like the Salam Corps, I'm just going to call them that, the Salam Corps, they make a mockery of not just the art form of giving dawah and preaching, but also they make a mockery of Islam because of the way that they present it, and because of like the personality that they display of an Islamic preacher. So I just want to give a shout out, like just a big thank you to them for like doing our job for us, essentially. Like I'm not out here trying to take anybody's religion, but if I was, you'd be doing my job, bro. Like who needs Robert Spencer when they got you, you know? Who needs fucking, I don't know, some other Islamophobic cunt? Like, who needs them when they have you to display every single fucking stereotype that Muslims are trying to avoid presenting? You know, like especially with that bullshit of you like dragging a chair from under Hatun. Hatun, by the way, who is also a Speaker's Corner regular. She runs DCCI Ministries. I've done an interview with her on her channel, and you know she's a Christian evangelical. I'm not sure which denomination she's from exactly. I might be wrong in calling her an evangelical, but she's a preacher. She preaches Christianity as well as dispels stuff about Islam. And there is footage of this motherfucker of Ali Dawah. Like I've said on many occasions that like I have sympathy for Ali Dawah and like all of the different insecurities that he has that I have seen personally when interacting with him face to face, but I have no fucking sympathy for you like harming a middle-aged woman because she sat on she sat on a chair and you like pulled it from under her.
Ali Dawah pulls a chair from a woman. We could talk about the Christians and Muslims and how they go back and forth, but this is inexcusable. Like, when you see a woman about to sit down, you pull the chair. Usually in the West, we pull out chairs for women. Good on that man for standing up for the woman.
She's coming to sit on my property. She got up when I came. When she went to sit on it again, I moved my property and he fell on the floor. The gravity was strong. Don't blame me, it was the gravity. The gravity made me fall on the floor.
She doesn't understand gravity, she's a Christian.
Like, you injured a middle-aged woman and then tried to write it off as you were okay to do that. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck, man? Like, it does not matter how badly you disagree with somebody. Like, not only do they breach like personal attack, they also breach personal space. Like, what the like, for example, like the video that I am in with him, it's called Slaves Dress and Impress or something like that. Like, everyone praises him. Oh, Ali Dawah didn't look at her boobs, she's got everything showing and Ali Dawah didn't look at her. Like, what the fuck is the point of that if you cannot even respect physical boundaries that prevent you from committing harm to others? Like, you pulled a chair from under a middle-aged woman's body and had her fall on the ground, and then you tried to justify your action by saying that it was your property and she was sitting on your property. Guess the fuck what? It does not matter. You harmed a middle-aged woman. Whatever the fuck she did there is just nullified by the fact that you caused harm to another person. You dipshit. Like, who honestly, who needs Islamophobes, anti-Muslim bigots? Like, who needs that when you guys are doing the job for them? Like, you are the face of Dawah in the UK. Like, who the fuck, like, as much as I disagree with progressive Muslims, and I think that there's been a misconception this week that I, like, you know, tote all of their arguments. I do not. I understand apologetics, and I understand, like, the different arguments that progressive Muslims make, and I do not agree with all of the arguments that they make, because I genuinely think that Islam is a horrible religion, as most religions are. Like, that's it. But I do not envy their position when they are constantly compared to bullshitters and idiots like this. Like, I do not envy them, because it honestly, like, first of all, I would have a constant internal struggle because I just cannot believe in Islam. And second of all, like, how, when these bombastic, loud motherfuckers are out here hurting middle-aged women, how the fuck do you, like, then stand there and be like, these are the people representing us and we are in the same camp as them? I do not envy you. Honestly, those of you who are, like, loving and accepting towards ex-Muslims, gays, like any ostracized person within the Muslim community, those of you who are accepting of them, I so deeply appreciate you, but I do not envy you, because it must be so fucking hard to fight the same shit over and over and over and over and over again. And, like, it must be also so hard to constantly denounce the conservative majority. Like, it must be so hard. I do not envy Majid Nawaz. I have deep respect and love and care for Majid Nawaz because I understand how fucking difficult that must be. Like, are you stupid? Like, are you stupid, Ali Dawah? Are you motherfucking an idiot, stupid, dumb shit idiot? Like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You know how you could have easily cleared it up and shown yourself to be the bigger person? Is you help her up, you say, oh my god, I'm so sorry I did that, it happened in the heat of the moment, and, you know, walk it the fuck off, instead of being like, she was sitting on my property, I was valid in throwing her on the fucking ground. Are you dumb? Are you actually dumb? Like, how can you constantly tell false narratives about the Prophet, like tending to a sick Jewish woman, like tell those parables, but at the same time do dumb shit like this? How? How? Bitch, how? It baffles me. It honestly fucking baffles me. And now, onto Mohammed Hijab. Like, you thought you got off lightly. Like, my guy, I have been in your corner before when Alex O'Connor tried to frame you for being threatening, and by the way, I did not realize how badly that was going to affect me and my channel. Like, people wanted their money back. Like, I had to pay a bunch of refunds. I got doxxed that day. Somebody leaked my work address. Like, I got fucking slammed for it. But you know what? Like, I will be honest about what I see and what I hear, and I do think that Alex O'Connor was unfair in claiming that you tried to threaten him, or like presenting a narrative that framed you as trying to threaten him, because I don't believe you were trying to threaten him. But boy, I do not like you and the things that you do and the shit that you say. Like, you have internal struggles. We all have internal struggles, but can you not for 5 seconds take it out on somebody else? Like, it's so, look, here's the thing, right? I'm gonna put a big allegedly here. allegedly. I am just based on the way that I have seen you behave with other men, and the way that you dress, and your mannerisms, and the looks on your face, and the way that you behave with other men. It's so clear to me, as someone who is a bisexual woman, that you are more fucking gay, man. Like, sort that shit out in your own head. Do not take that out onto other people. Like, it's nobody else's fault that you are repressing part of yourself. It is nobody else's problem that you have this need to repress everything. You are literally the high school stereotype of a bully who's homophobic because he's gay. Like, you are literally a stereotype of that. Literally. I don't know how to help you. I don't know how to help either of you or any of you, because you're so unable to get help for yourself. So incapable of it. Like, yeah, I'm fucked up. Like, I am fucked up. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm bipolar. I definitely have depression. I have some kind of eating disorder that has not been diagnosed yet, but I'm, like, my eating is disordered. I have insomnia. I have PTSD. I have hella anxiety. Like, I am fucked up, but I am nowhere near the level of fucked up that you guys are. Like, nowhere fucking close. And you know why I'm not that fucked up? I would never justify hurting somebody like Ali Dawah hurt somebody, and I would never justify telling someone to off themselves. Like, how fucking dare you? How fucking dare you approach on another human being and tell them that they should go and kill themselves when you know that that man suffers from, depression and anxiety attacks? The fuck kind of preachers are you? The fuck kind of... I have met more aggressive evangelicals who are nicer than you. Like, I have been screamed at, like, Jesus loves you, but I know where that's coming from, and I know it's not malicious, you know? Like, it's not harmless necessarily, but it's still not malicious. But y'all are fucking malicious. Like, I'm telling you, ain't nobody need Islamophobes when you are doing their jobs for them. For them. And then you think you have any like, this is just going to become like simp warfare for Ali Dawah and Mohammed Hijab. Like, I know there are other things that I could cover, but I'm like mad about this, and I dressed up so that I could be mad about this. Like, I also do not know what Ali Dawah gets off, like, posting a bunch of conspiracy theories about Maajid Nawaz. Okay, you can talk as much shit as you want about Maajid Nawaz not being able to fast in Ramadan, but the fact of the matter is that the man went on hunger strike for 5 days so the government can take some kind of action about the Uyghurs in China, about literal concentration camps in the East. Like, unlike you, man did something. Man stepped up. Man made a move. What have you done? Except for bitch about it like a fucking preteen. What have you done? What have you done, bitch? Like, what? You idiots are so quick to, like, chat shit when you got no leg to stand on. You got no leg to stand on. It is so motherfucking easy to dislike you. And you are the face of Muslims and da'is in the UK. You make your own people look bad. Every time I've been to Speaker's Corner, I am mobbed simply because I don't dress appropriately. Like, what the fuck is that? You want to talk about haya and modesty and, like, hijab and, like, all of this stuff, like male hijab. Men have to wear hijab as well. But what the fuck kind of bullshit is that? That, like, when I go there, suddenly everyone's ogling me? Like, suddenly male hijab just doesn't fucking apply? And then it's my fault because y'all can't keep your male hijab? And, like, it means fucking nothing if you are throwing old ladies on the floor. Like, it means fucking nothing. How, okay, on a personal level, how dare you do that to Hatun, who is a friend of mine? Like, how fucking dare you do that to Hatun? Like, you may not like her, but how dare you hurt her? Like, how fucking dare you? If that happened in front of me, it would have been a blowout fucking argument. How dare you throw a middle-aged woman on the floor? How dare you? And Mohammed Hijab, seriously, I'm not a kink shamer. Like, I don't give a fuck if you enjoy golden showers. I do not give a fuck if you like BDSM. Like, I do not give a fuck. But where I draw the motherfucking line, in the sand, in stone, in fucking obsidian, is telling someone, like inciting, as someone who has suicidal ideation, telling someone to go and off themselves. Like, that's where I draw more fucking line. I kind of expect it from Daniel Hakikaju, but I do not expect it from you idiots. And I did not think that I could be more disappointed in you. You make a mockery of your religion. You make a mockery of the Muslim community. You make a mockery of preachers. You make a mockery and embarrassment. An ex-Muslim is telling you the fuck off for your behavior. Like, that's how fucking low this is. Like, according to your scriptures, according to your books, I would be killed under Sharia. I am a degenerate. I am, like, less than an animal. But I am telling you the fuck off for your behavior. If you're about to tell me that Allah would have less mercy on you than your motherfuckers, your God is fucked, man. Like, I know this is going to a different place, but your God is fucked. Fucked. Ain't nobody should worship that God. Ain't nobody should worship that God. If he has more mercy for your motherfuckers and none for me. Because you know what I've never done is thrown a grown woman onto the floor and then try to justify my action. I've never told someone to off themselves and then try to justify my actions. I have never been so hypocritical that I will constantly character assassinate like good people, genuinely good people, and then just sit back and do fucking nothing. Y'all are like top tier munafiqs, like even if not by the Islamic definition of munafiqs, like I'm sure you believe in your religion, but like hypocrites the fuck, like hypocrites the house. Like, you motherfuckers are hypocrites, not by the Islamic definition, by the general definition. You're a general hypocrite, general munafiq the fucking house. I do not understand you as people. Can you sit down and get like a fucking mannerism book and just study that for like the next 5 years? Because I don't know. I do not know who taught you to be this way. I do not know how you can be preachers, proselytizers of your religion, da'is of your religion, and you have absolutely no humility, no shame, no shyness, nothing. Nothing. You are a bunch of fucking puppets, like a bunch of cartoon. This is like what you do realistically is what I expect bigots to put out about Muslims. Like, you are a walking fucking stereotype of an Islamophobic cartoon. And it's really disappointing. Really. And I did not think that my disappointment for you idiots could get any lower. Did not think it. But I think that's it for this week's fucking simp warfare. I know there's no screenshots on screen, but I thought I'd just pop off. And, yeah. I'm so done. I'm so done with this bullshit attitude that Da'is have in Speaker's Corner. That Salam Corps have in Speaker's Corner. Like, why are you called Salam? You clearly don't invoke peace. Everyone is fucking anxious around you lot. And it's not because you're hard, it's not because you're metal, it's not because you have claim over that territory. It's because y'all are fucking degenerates. You're hooligans, and you just harass the fuck out of people. Harass the fuck out of people. And I'm not out here looking for you know, bad points to express about people, but what am I gonna do when one of you, I know I've said this a million times by now, but one of you is dropping an old woman on the floor and the other one is inciting someone to commit suicide? Like, what the fuck? Do you expect how do you expect anyone to hold you in high regard? How do you expect anyone to take you fucking seriously? And how do you expect people to hear your message? Like, you damage intentionally your message. Like, everyone steps up to me and be like, oh, you're paid by the Zionists. Oh, you're paid by Mossad. Oh, you're getting money from the lizard people at the Illuminati. Bitch, no. If anyone's being paid by Mossad, if we're gonna go full tinfoil conspiracy theory, like, these motherfuckers are making you look bad. Go after them. Go the fuck after them. Hold your fucking people accountable, because they're the ones that are reinforcing negative stereotypes about Muslims. They are the ones, not us. We're just out here, and like, when I say us, I mean like general ex-Muslims, right? I know there are some of us that are a little crazy. Like, don't get me wrong. I know there are some of us that are a little crazy. But, like, they are the ones that are reinforcing negative stereotypes about you lot. And I am ashamed because I was a Muslim. I am ashamed on your behalf. Like, I am so ashamed that I'm making a video about it. It's shameful. Like, you are a bunch of shameless cunts. Like, it's really hard for me to bust out the ukulele music and just be like, share, subscribe. It's really, really hard because I'm 100% serious. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, actually. Anyways, I'm gonna dance my way out into an outro to We Ain't Muslim No More. Because if this is what it means to be a Muslim, and I know it's not, like, I genuinely know it's not, because I was a Muslim, but if this is what it means to be a Muslim, we ain't Muslim no more, man. Like, we ain't Muslim no more.